Okay, so this is just gonna be, well, first of all, hi and welcome to a Monday vlog video. It's actually Thursday today though. I've just edited the video, and I just felt like making a quick intro before I'll give you the video from 3 days ago. I guess I talk about something in this video that I maybe don't feel entirely comfortable in a way to put up on YouTube, but that I felt was, for me, just kind of necessary to talk about once and then kind of have it over with. I don't know. It's not, maybe not a big deal. Maybe people won't react too much to it. I don't know. But for me, it was kind of like an obstacle that just felt nice to get past, and then okay, we're done with it. I can move on. Because for me, frankly, YouTube is a pretty big part of my life. I spend, when I make videos, they take a while to do, and I enjoy them, and I enjoy the feedback, and I've been doing it for a long time, and it's just become a part of my life, really. So it felt nice to get this thing out of the way. You'll probably, even though you won't think it's a big deal, but you'll probably notice what it is, but whatever. And that's in the beginning of the video. But then after that, it's just it's a bit of an unusual video, I guess. But I've uploaded videos before that to me has been unusual in comparison to what I have done before that. But in many of those cases, people seem to have enjoyed the videos. So hopefully that will be the case here too. Anyway, but there's also normal stuff in this video that I usually talk about. It's a bit of a mixed bag, I guess you could say. There are two very quick unboxings of two different movies on two different occasions, whatever, in the video. And there's a bit of a Blu-ray haul in the beginning of the video, and just random stuff. But I really filmed this intro just to let you know that it's just something that felt nice to get out of the way. I guess that's all I have to say. But yeah, that's it. So now I'll just give you the video. Hope you'll enjoy. Right, Monday vlogging. That's a bit unusual for me. Yeah, I don't know really how to start the video. I have a few things to say before I'll do anything else. Well, first of all, it's Monday. Well, yeah, like I said. And it's noon approximately. It's 12:50. Supposed to be in school studying right now, but something made me leave, and I don't know if I'm gonna come back. I have psychology class at 1 AM. I'm not gonna go to that. I'm gonna go to the gym instead. I don't usually do this, by the way. I don't skip school. 22-year-old skipping school. How about that? I don't know if I see it that way though at the moment. I didn't feel like I could be there right now. Few things have happened over the weekend in my mind. I don't know if they have anything to do with it. Maybe I just used that as an excuse. But at the moment I just had a hard time sticking around in school. So make of that what you will, but yeah, so I'm gonna do a video here. I didn't plan on that. I think the reason why I brought the camera out right now was not to say these things. Well, I actually plan on saying a few more things. We'll see if I'll get to them or not, because they're kind of heavy. But I actually went to Hemmakväll. They have a sale. They have a Boardwalk Empire sale only today. For some reason, they have all the Boardwalk Empire seasons, DVD and Blu-ray, for way, reduced prices. So I picked up all of them actually. I have them in here. I haven't properly looked at them yet. But there we go. All of the seasons. Season 1 on Blu-ray. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm kind of bothered by the absence of slipcovers on 2 of them here, but I'm not a slipcover freak as a lot of people are. Not judging you, but I don't care as much about that usually. But yeah, as you can see, well, maybe you couldn't see, it says 449 here, 199.99. $299. They were not this expensive. I paid about, well, I have the receipt somewhere, $427 for all of these. And I was only really gonna go there to buy, because I have the 3 first seasons right there on DVD, and so I was really only gonna buy the 4th and the 5th on DVD. But then I went to the register, and I thought at first I thought that this was only for the DVDs, but no, it was for the Blu-rays too. So I went back and I decided that, well, if it's for the Blu-rays as well, I might just pick up all of the Blu-rays and just get rid of my DVDs, because I have been wanting to do that anyway, and this was a very good opportunity to do that. A very interesting coincidence, because I've been thinking about this rather recently, that I've been wanting to get rid of my DVDs and get all of the seasons on Blu-ray. So this definitely worked out. 427. It's not a whole lot of money, but I imagine that the complete box set, Boardwalk Empire season 1 to 5 on Blu-ray, as one big box set, will be about the same price in not too long. But I like having them on separate releases, and it would definitely be very difficult to find all 5 of these on Blu-ray on separate releases for 427 new releases, non-used editions or whatever, So I think that this was a pretty good deal. It's only today, like I said. So that was, I'm excited to keep watching season 4 and then 5. I'm not gonna, watch the first 3 seasons again. But before I had my foot on the stove, and now I have my foot right here. Well, whatever. I was gonna eat something, that's why I'm here. Now I'm just sitting here on the counter, looking out at the very nice view. Have some dishes to do later. Supposed to be in school, but I'm sitting at my kitchen counter, or, well, our kitchen counter. It's not really mine. Talking to a camera. Well, sometimes things work out in unusual ways. So I don't know, I of some reason just felt like I wanted to make a video today. I don't normally vlog on weekdays, or Monday to Thursday. I usually do that on the weekends, but figured well, like I said, had some, well, I don't know what I said actually, but I've had a tough weekend, definitely a very tough weekend, where I have, and this is where the heavy stuff enters, or I feel better now, but I haven't been feeling very well over the weekend, and that happens to a lot of people. Some people are fortunate and these thoughts might not enter their minds too much, but it's hard to know how many people suffer from it. I don't know if you can say that I suffer from it, but I suffered from it over the weekend at least. Very heavy existential thoughts about, thoughts about life and death and our existence here. And why the hell am I talking about this? Well, because it had such a huge impact on me over the weekend, that it feels, I don't know, feels natural to talk about. I don't know. Maybe this is nothing that people are particularly interested in hearing either, but I don't know, I'm just kind of I'm doing my best, trying to accept the fact that that just happens sometimes, that you get these very overwhelming, uncomfortable thoughts that are hard to put into words. So I'm not going to attempt to do that, but just certain thoughts. I think I've had some depersonalization problems before. Maybe some of you know what that is. If you don't, if you want to look it up, then well, that's up to you really. But some problems, what you might call depersonalization, and that mixed with just existential questions. Just became a little overbearing over the weekend. Of some reason. I don't know why. I don't think there's an explanation really why these thoughts attack you all of a sudden. But they did over the weekend. Well, they did before too, but over the weekend in particular, I was not feeling very well. So I was gonna do a vlog on Saturday, ended up not doing that because, well, partly because I didn't really have anything to film, but also I just wasn't up to it. So maybe in a way that's why I make a video now instead. Maybe I'm even using the camera at the moment as some therapy, I don't know. But I don't intend to make this video too heavy. I really intended to film my day, which I do sometimes, and that's really what I'm gonna do today as well, so try to enjoy it. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave all of this stuff behind, but just kind of feels good to talk about it, a little bit at least. But I'm thinking I didn't go to the gym yesterday because I wasn't feeling up to that either, but thought that I would maybe do that now instead of psychology. That's interesting, I didn't think about that. I'm skipping psychology class, but instead I'm talking about this. Kinda had my psychology class after all, didn't I? Anyway, I'm going to the gym. I'm thinking maybe I should just eat a little something before. I had breakfast, but it's been a few hours. I'll just have a little bit of this and a little bit of this. There and there. More dishes. There shouldn't be too many people there at the moment, which is what I'm hoping. Preparing my bag here. I need keys, and I need a wallet, and I need a water bottle, and I need motivation. Do I have any of that? Let's see. Well, yeah, I do actually, a little bit. I'm gonna do arms today. I recently switched up my schedule slightly. I used to do chest, triceps one day, and then back, biceps. Yeah, alright, so I'm gonna do arms today. And when I get home, I really should be hurrying because it's okay if I miss psychology today, I feel. But there is a class starting at 2:45 in a little bit more than an hour and a half. Which it would be good if I made it to that class. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna have to walk to the gym and then walk back and then walk to school. Walk back, eat, take a shower, walk back. Well, okay, so let's hurry then. Okay, I think I just might make it to class in about 35 minutes, but I gotta hurry. Don't ask me why I'm filming this. Well, of course I'm filming this, I'm making a vlog. Hello. Well, I'm gonna eat something, I'm gonna shower, and then I'm gonna go talk about some literature. I actually did take my bike, so I saved 10 minutes or so. I don't have any brakes on my bike. They have pretty much stopped working, and I had a repairman, bike repairman, whatever, take care of that like just a couple of months ago. I'm having problems taking my sweater off with one hand. Well, but he didn't do a very good job because they're back to how they was before already, and well, they've been that way for a while too. It didn't take long before they started to get much worse again, so I'm gonna have to go with my bike. I have to be really careful when I don't have any brakes, because I can basically not stop the bike without using my feet unless I'm going very slowly. So that makes it difficult, but I had to use it now because I was in a hurry, and I'm gonna have to use it to school as well because I am in a hurry still. But on my way home I think I just might, you know, go back to the bicycle shop, whatever, and tell him that, hey, your work was horrible. What's up with that? In a nicer way, perhaps. I'll deal with that later. Alright, I've got some garbage to throw out. I have taken a shower, I have eaten, I have skipped school. It's now time to go back to school. I realized that it's kind of obvious that I've skipped school when I have recently showered, because you can tell. And I would not have had time to do that if I was in school. But anyway, oh, I'm in a hurry, okay. And welcome home. Thank you. Got my breakfast here. And yet another addition to the wonderful pile of dishes here. You know that when it's protruding, or you know, when it's above the edge like that, you just want it to go away. So I'm gonna take care of that. Got some groceries. Did return my, or you know, hand in my bike or whatever, you know, to get it fixed again. Hopefully this time it's gonna last a little bit more than a month. But yeah, and then I went to the grocery store, and these are the very fascinating things that I bought. Conditioner, yogurt, pears, gum, carrots, chewing gum, carrots, cucumber, and cherry tomatoes. Actually, I have an unboxing to do. I've saved it because I was expecting more, but why not just open this right now? Gotta make my bed. I haven't done that. And I haven't even, you know, taken my stuff, or not all of my stuff, out of the gym bag either. I was in such a hurry. But anyway, I usually do this on the tripod. But I know what movie this is. Nothing too, you know, spectacular or whatever. But it's A Solitary Man, or Solitary Man. Because like I've been talking about Michael Douglas, I really have, well, been watching some movies with him lately. I've been wanting to do that because I was sort of reminded, or I realized how good of an actor he is. And so this is another one. Mary Louise Parker, Jenna Fischer, Jesse Eisenberg, Susan Sarandon, and my favorite guy, Danny DeVito. So there. Now we got a few things to take care of before I can relax, watch. Maybe I'll start Boardwalk Empire tonight, or maybe I'll continue watching either The Office. I got season 9 here, only got 2 episodes left. Either that or Travels with Palin. I'm currently rewatching Around the World in 80 Days, and I have a few episodes left. So one of those, or maybe Boardwalk Empire. Got the stack here. Oh, by the way, it's on the Sarajevo book. I don't know if you remember this, but I unboxed that recently. I thought that, well, my grandpa sent it to me, and I thought that that was the Christmas gift that hadn't arrived until Christmas, so he was gonna send it to me when it did arrive. So when I opened the box from him, I took it for granted that it was gonna contain the DVD box set that I know I'm gonna get, but it turned out to be that book, and I was kind of surprised. Why did he send me that book? I wasn't sure about that, But I know now why he did that, and he actually did not do that on purpose. He received a package, and without opening it, he just assumed that it was the DVD box set for me, and without opening the package, he sent it my way. So he did not know himself that it was actually a book in the package. He didn't open it to find out. So that was actually for him. So I'll be giving that back to him. But yeah, like I said, the Boardwalk Empire stack here, it looks very nice. I'm pretty excited to continue with season 4 and then 5 right away. So yeah. Okay, now isn't this a wonderful sight? Little bit past 5 p.m. and while I was doing the dishes, this happened. Very late mail delivery, but appreciated nonetheless, because I wasn't expecting anything to arrive today, because it was kind of late and nothing had arrived. Anyway, let's see what we have here. We have another package, another DVD or a Blu-ray that I'm gonna open up. Oh, look at this. 2 advices. I have 2 things to go and get at the post office. Well, that's awesome. And this very nice surprise. I mean, look at this. Now I'm sitting on the in the hallway. Before I was sitting on the counter. Now I'm sitting at various strange places in this vlog. Sweden Rock magazine, fucking Bathory. Look at this cover. Yeah, a yellow goat. Who knew a yellow goat could look so great? Well, okay. So the thing about this magazine is that I have not paid for another subscription. I was not expecting to get this magazine, to get this issue, because I've not paid for it. And I was actually, when I was in the grocery store, at the grocery store earlier, an hour ago, I was looking for this. I was gonna buy this, and I was kind of disappointed that they didn't carry this magazine. It's a small grocery store, so I wasn't sure if they would. But anyway, but blessing in disguise. Good thing that I did not find it, that I did not buy it, because I got it here. Well, I don't know why they sent it to me, as I have not paid. You know, I've been thinking of renewing my subscription. I just wasn't sure if I had the money for it, but so I don't know if they screwed up, or if maybe without knowing it I had another issue coming. Maybe that's it, maybe I did, I don't know, but I didn't think that I did. Anyway though, that's fantastic. Bathory, this is, I mean, a big magazine like this writing about a band like Bathory. I mean, Bathory, they are a big band, but the fact that they become a big name, but the fact that it's still slightly underground, and the fact that they put this on the cover, and that they dedicate not the main portion of the magazine but a large portion of it, is just phenomenal to me. Love Bathory, love reading about the early Scandinavian extreme metal scene. It's just very fascinating to me, and I'm gonna enjoy this a lot. I am thinking of, well, there are a few. These might just be bills. Yeah, they are, but they're not for me. So, but yeah, so the good stuff is for me. I'm thinking, like I said, I'm thinking of maybe going and pick these things up right now. Yeah, but I don't have a bike. That's the problem. Obviously, I gave it to the retarded bicycle repairman who can't do his job properly. You know, I could have handed it in at another place, given it to some other guy who does his job better. But I didn't do that, because this is the standard place where I go, and I just felt, well, I'll give them another chance to fix my brakes. Anyway, but so I need to, and I was just there too. That's the thing. These things I have to pick them up at the grocery store where I was at, looking for the Sweden Rock magazine. I don't know if I want to do that today, but I really want to get these. I mean, I can do it tomorrow. My school is right next to the store. But do I have the patience to wait until tomorrow? That's the question. Well, I'm gonna open this up, and I'm gonna do it right here. 'Cause why the hell not? It's a Blu-ray, and I'm excited to watch this. Some fun fantasy high-budget cheese. John Carter. Oh yeah. Wasn't too excited about this at first, but right now I am super excited to check this out. I've really gotten into these movies a little bit more lately. Well, I don't know, these movies. Well, just fun, action, sci-fi, adventure, fantasy, whatever, you know, movies. Movies that are usually good for you know, movie nights, but maybe not. Maybe shouldn't go down in movie history. But I've really started to enjoy those movies. So I'll probably save this for the weekend. I think I will, but I'm looking forward to it. Alright, so lots of great stuff in the mail today. That's more than usual. But let's get up. And you know what, I think I'm gonna wait until tomorrow. Because I just don't feel like going there today. But I'm looking forward to seeing what has arrived. Haven't had all that much to eat today, so I'm just gonna have some pie. Oh, wonderful, glorious minced meat pie. I'm gonna eat you. Could mention that while I did have time to work out and still be able to be in time for class, you know what I mean, I think, well, I did rush it a little bit. I did condense my workout a little bit more than I would have liked maybe, but and you might ask me why didn't I just wait, and why didn't I go to psychology class and work out when I came home instead? Well, I don't know, I just did it like this. Who knows why? I don't even know why. It was just something that I felt like I wanted to do. I did it rather spontaneously. But yeah, not an entirely fulfilling workout, but tough nonetheless. Alright, I'm very hungry right now. Haven't had an appetite for the past few days. Well, I had yesterday. Last night I got my appetite back. But before that, which is very strange, because I usually love to eat, I've sort of had to force food down. I mean, you know, I haven't had an appetite whatsoever. Just I've had some stomach aches, so maybe that's why, but just not been very hungry either. But now I'm back. And there we go. Oh, I forgot about that. How could I forget about those wonderful things? And I just realized or noticed that my water is empty, so gotta fill that up. So I think that last night, before I went to bed, I was watching Travels with Palin, and I don't think that I finished it, so I think that I'm just gonna continue with that now. And I don't need to have all of these by the TV, because I only gonna watch the fourth and fifth. So I'll put these away. Yeah. I have about 10 minutes left. Well, that's about the time that it takes me to eat that, so that's perfect. Well, that was pretty good timing, I'd say. I could explain what this show is about. If you don't know, well, Michael Palin, first of all, from Monty Python, he made a series of documentary or travel documentaries, which you can find in this box set, all of them. Or, well, not Brazil, but that was released after this box set. Yeah, and the first one of his travels was in 1988, yeah, and he tried to go around the world in 80 days, just like Jules Verne's Phileas Fogg character did. And I believe he goes the same route as that fictional character did, and he tries to, without aircraft, of course, he tries to complete the journey in 80 days. and it follows Michael Palin around the world, trying to do this, and it's a very entertaining. I mean, I remember everything pretty well. It's been like 3.5 years, I think, since I saw this. Not sure. Maybe I'm gonna have to look that up. It's been a few years, but I'm definitely enjoying watching this again. And this box set has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 different series, something. And I'm not gonna check them all out again now, but at least this one I really wanted to watch again. But yeah, that's it really for this video. Don't really feel like I have too much else to say or do, but I'll keep watching some stuff here. I'll keep living my life, and we'll see when the next video comes along. Like I said, or like I showed you, I have a couple things to pick up at the post office tomorrow. So if it's anything worth showing, I will definitely do that. If not, I'll see you soon enough. Yeah, hope you enjoy these kinds of videos, and I'll see you later.